Hey crafters, it's me, Jen Evers, and welcome with Quality Crafts. Welcome to another Free Play Friday. Today we're going to mess around with playing with the Gelli plate. We're going to use acrylic inks. What is wrong with me? Acrylic paints. Hey Penny and Susan and Deanna. Acrylic paints, stencils, the Gelli plate, and then hopefully a bunch of other stuff. I'll definitely be using a brayer to move my paint around. And we're going to just be having fun with it and seeing what we get out of it. So if you've never used Gelli plate before, it's just a big Gelli plate. That's exactly what it is. So here is my big Gelli plate. I'm going to take it out of here. So I got a rather large one. You can get smaller ones. There's a kit that has like everything in the kit for you. And then it has 2 sheets of plastic over the top of it. So I'm going to just peel back one piece of plastic, and then you definitely want to save that so you can put it back on there. I leave the other piece of plastic on. You don't have to because it'll move around. So Susan, she's played with it before. She's like, Dad, it's so much fun. We're going to see what we get. I'm going to show you some older ones that I've gotten in the past. And then today we're just going to mess around and see what else we can get. I have bubbles in here. You can see the big bubbles. That's not going to affect how it works at all. There's a smooth top to this. It's pretty cool, guys. If you've never used one before, you're going to want to get one because they're really, really fun. Hello to Joy and Jane, Janice, and Debbie. So I typically start my projects at 5 minutes after the hour. So if you are new to my channel, or you're just, maybe you've watched a couple of my other videos but you've never seen a live one, this is how they go. And we do lives every Friday, which is Free Play Friday, where I show you a technique and we have fun playing with different elements and techniques and card folds and all kinds of stuff. And then there's I think this is 8x10. And then there's a live video that we do on Wednesdays, which is I take an envelope of scraps that a subscriber has sent in. I set a timer for 10 minutes and I create a card. And I've never looked at them before, so we open up the envelope together, and that is really cool too. So if you like this, join us on Wednesday nights. We'd love to see you. If you want to join us for community inspiration and challenges and things like that and swapping, join us at Quality Crafts on Facebook. We'd love to have you join there too. Commitment and drama free, a really good place to hang out. Let me just grab my ruler here. I think it's 8x10. It doesn't say on the outside of the box, so yep. 8x10. Almost 8. Really close. Hi, Teresa and Michelle and Susan. You have Annabelle in your lap? Oh my. Alright. So here are some of the ones. We've got about 3 minutes to hang out and say hello. Adele is here. Teresa. Who else have I missed? Let's go through some of the prints that I have made before. You can use regular printer paper if you're worried about going through a lot of, paper, and then, or you can use regular cardstock, which I use Nina 110-pound exact index cardstock. And I need to refill this, but I have plenty for today. I'll probably be doing a bunch on printer paper just because it saves money. Printer paper is much cheaper than the cardstock, but here's a really cool one that I got. And I could have swore I ordered those paint stencil things and those rollers and stuff. I thought that was going to be super fun. Apparently, I must have dreamed I ordered them because they're not here. So I'll have to do that. Here's one where I just kind of blocked it out. There's all kinds of really cool things you could do. This one I smashed something in there. I don't recall what it was. But that's a really kind of a cool... I have some shimmery paints in there, you can tell. Danina is here, Judy Evans, Susan Baker. So then this one is a little bit of shiny paint in there as well, and yellows and tans. So if you're looking for a masculine one, use masculine colors or whatever it is that your friend likes. I like this one too. This one looks really drippy. I added a lot of water to this one. Kind of cool. Oh, there you go. You can even use the end of empty TP rolls. I'll grab one. I've got a couple nearby. Here's another one that's really shiny. There's a watery looking one. You can get all kinds of different background looks depending on what kind of project you're heading to do. This one has like swirled in bubbles. Kind of interesting. Some of these are like prints of and reprints of the same one. So you get like a darker one and a lighter one, which is really neat. What back's here? Oh, I really like this one. There's a lot of water in that one too, so it turned out really kind of what this one too. Like when I was cleaning it off and there was just a little bit of color left. That's super fun. I tried to find the stamps that I thought I used because if you look really closely, you can see this really cool like animal print in here. And I thought that would be really fun to play with. And I can't locate the ones that I wanted to use. So since I moved, they're tucked away somewhere. But we can use the background stamps that I have just to my left here. There's a whole bunch of background stamps. We'll try to play with that. I don't remember what I used for this, but I must have had something that swirly dude in there. Oh, you know what? I think I do know where I got that from. So I'm going to try to use stencils because people have been asking me a lot about getting how to use stencils. What do I do with them? They either have them and don't know what to do with them, or they want to get them, but they want to see what to do with them first. So, oh yeah, I think you could do this with pretty much anything. It's just the thing is that these are squishy, so I don't know. Maybe you get a little bit of different of a texture on a flat, hard surface versus this. But absolutely, if that's all you have is a flat surface, go for it. You're going to get prints just like we do. Absolutely. Somebody else said that you can make one. Just know that if you make one with, like there's recipes to make. Oh, I'm past 50. I'm past 505. I apologize, guys. If you make one though, and you're using like Jello and stuff like that, just know that you have to refrigerate those, and bacteria will form, and they're only good for so long. Yeah, and the little kit I'm looking for seems to have vanished from its little kit drawer. We'll just use what we have. You guys can use what you have too. So somebody else mentioned toilet paper rolls, so let's just throw in a couple of those, and then we can see what we can do with maybe a little piece of this egg carton. I don't know if that'll... We may use that. We'll see. So I'm going to show you a few of the stencils that I hope to use today. We've got some like this that are from Tim Holtz that I have not used yet. Super fun. I hope to use some of those. And then I've got these. These are from Hero Arts. There's two of them in here. So I hope that these will work out pretty well. Just have to know that I made a lot of space here, and you want to be near, this is my preference, you want to be near a sink or have some way of cleaning some of this stuff off when you switch. So I may be running across my room to the sink to wash things off as we go. So let's just get started. Let's use a couple of primary colors to start off with. A lot of my paints are already pearl because I bought this really big set from Martha Stewart. So this is a red pearlized one. Let's see if I've got a good yellow. I may not even have yellow, I'm not sure. Oh, but I do have a metallic gold. Oh, there's my yellow. And we need a good blue. I don't think that I have like a regular dark blue, but we could use, let's try this one. This is like a pearlized blue. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Let's go with that. I do want to eventually try to use this one. It looks kind of reddish purple. I think that would be fun. This one is, there's a whole bunch of like glitter in this one. This one's really cool. But I don't know that the glitter shows up until it dries, and we might not have time for that. So I'm going to go ahead and just start dumping paint on here and rolling it around and making a few prints. And then, what did I want to say about that? We'll just experiment. You guys can like shout out what you think you want to see tried, that kind of thing. And I may add a little water, or who knows. We'll just see where it goes. That's why we call this Free Play Friday. Whoa, that one. My paints have been sitting a while. Can you tell? Hi, Krissa. Who else did I miss? Joy? Sarika? Oh yeah, the glitter one would look cool on black paper. Oh my. That looks cool. I just want to take a print of that because it looks so cool. But I think what I'm going to do is just kind of mix them up a bit by jumping through it. There's a lot of blue paint in there. Holy man. So let's go ahead and just make our very first print just using that and see what we get. I'm going to use a piece of heavy cardstock to get started. Now you could use your roller, but you don't have to. Your brayer. You can use your brayer to actually make prints and to also, oh, that looks cool. Look at that. And to move the paint around, which is what I'm going to do next. That is kind of cool. That's pretty. That is super pretty. Let's do... Oh, I got a whole bunch of other stencils I didn't even tell you I had. Let's do this one. Okay. And now you'll see what I mean by reusing that brayer to make another print. So we're going to put this down to get this print. Now, if I wanted to do another print on here, I could roll the brayer right over the top of that and make another print, which I still might do. But for right now, I'm going to see what I get from this one. Look at that. That's so cool. I'm going to grab out a baby wipe because I just stuck my knuckles in it. And so you have to have a place kind of where you're going to put all your dirty stencils and stuff, which is why I might run to the sink and back and see what we get. And then I'm going to do another like negative print of this. I'm going to move this over. And take this that we have all that other paint on. Keep sticking my hand on the roller because it's sitting right next to me. I'm going to sandwich that in so I can press it down a little bit more. Yep, if you don't have a jelly plate, do it right on your craft mat. Or on, someone else said, on a glass. Some kind of a glass, sheet of glass, or plastic, plexiglass. So now this will have to be washed off eventually. So I'm going to set that to the side. Bring back in our plate. So use what you have, use what you guys have laying around. Oh, I'm going to add a little bit of water to this one just because I feel like that might be a little bit drying out here. That one turned out really cool too. Look at that. You need quite a bit of room actually when you do this to lay out all your prints until they dry. Oh, there goes the ambulance. Luckily, acrylic paint dries pretty quickly. You can dump your paint right over the top of all this too and keep going. But I'm gonna erase my board and start again. Somebody mentioned purple. Let me see if I've got a purple thing in here. I really want to use this one. I do. I have a purple. A shiny purple. Oh my. Try not to get big globs like that. Just because, you know, I want it to all kind of mix together. And the more you mix it, then the more it starts looking, it's going to eventually turn brown the more colors you add. And let's add a little of this darker color. Before I get to that, I'm going to try to clean my brayer off and see what we get from that yet too. Very, very shimmery, very shiny. That's really pretty. I don't think it does it justice when it's laying on the floor, but look at that. So cool. Looking for another big stencil. Oh, this one's kind of cool. We'll do that one with a different color, I think. Maybe I have a bunch that I like cut out with my silhouette too. Although the more you cut out with your silhouette, the more it let's put this one in the corner. When you cut it out with your silhouette, the blade goes dull really fast. Oh man, I almost missed the super chat. Thanks, Penny. That's so cool. Penny did the super chat. Looks like soft peppermints. Alright, I want to do this one too. But I don't want to do a whole, I just want to do this little thing right here. So I'm going to cut this piece of paper. I need more space. I'm already out of space. I need to pull out my other trimmer. So if you can do this on like a kitchen table or something like that, that would really be helpful too. Use your counters, and if it's a nice day outside, that'd be a really great time to get out and just have fun with it. Oh, look at that. That's going to be a super fun background. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to use that one. That is really pretty. Try to use that up too. I want to do some squiggles and stuff in that one yet, but I want to use up what's left on this first. I got paint all over my hands because I touched this, but I'm just going to go with it. See? It'll wipe off. That's cool too. So you get lots of positive and negatives. Just depends on what kind of look you're going for. Set that one off to the side because I'll have to go and scrub those stencils up when I'm done. Alright. So I'm going to do something fun with this. Because I could go on and do stencils all day. Let's go ahead and try something homemade. I'm going to use one of these, but I'm going to go ahead and use my big scissor. There it is. I'll fold every other one up so that I can make some squiggles. And these things you can just toss in the garbage then because, you know, they're a dime a dozen. There we go. Oh, that's fun. Oh, if you watch other people do this, they will add paint on top of paint, and they'll bring in old prints and then do it on top of a new print. Like, they just keep on going. So let's just play around with that and see what we get. Thanks, Sarika. She said she really liked that one. Maybe we'll get some green in here with this blue and yellow. Let's find out. Oh, and I never wiped off my brayer. Let's do a brayer on top of one of these other ones. Just because. I mean, I like this one, but I may not use it. That's cool. That's really cool. You can see the water marks right through it. Neato! Got a whole bunch of paint right off on the edge there. All right, let's bring this back in and see what we get. Okay, you ready? Add a little red on there. What else do we want to do? There was a, oh, let's try it. If we do a light, nope, that's just going to make lines. Let's just do some fun drawing, right? Oh yeah, if we do letters, it's going to come out backwards, isn't it? I didn't think of that. Oh my. That looks really cool. I don't know, I just really love all these bright colors that are coming out of this. And those look really cool because there's a whole bunch of blue light coming out underneath. I'm going to do another immediate print and see what we get from the second print. I don't know, maybe kind of hard to see on your end. Oh, that's pretty. So the cool thing about it is, and in my mind when I'm looking at this, I'm going, okay, if I cut that in fourths, that would be really cool as a card background. And then another thing you can do, and I know I've done this in other videos, you can cut flowers out of this and create flowers with these colors all mixed in. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. Look at the difference between these two prints that we just did off of those same colors. Let's see if I can hold one up with the other hand. Look at the difference in colors and texture from one print to the next. It just picks out like some of the colors that were underneath it, you know? It's so pretty. I really like that. I really like that purple. Yeah, I'm using pearlized paint from Martha Stewart. I just have a whole bunch of it because I bought like a whole set. Purple and green. You don't have to use pearlized paint. I just happen to have a ton of it. This might really be bad or it might really be cool. I may add some yellow. I don't know. Let's go ahead with this and see what we get. Moving that off to the side because I have to clean my brayer off too. So let's get another print. It's not even rolling because there's so much paint on it. It's just sliding. There we go. Now it's rolling. Another real shimmery page. I'm just wiping off just a little bit off of here. I'm not scrubbing it until it's completely clean, but just so we're not mixing too many colors there. That is blue, no, purple and green. I think we should do something fancy with that. Oh, bubbles would be fun. Let's try that. So much paint on there, it's sliding. Greenish purple bubbles. If you're gonna sprinkle glitter on, I would put some glue in there because I feel like if you sprinkled glitter on here, I feel like it would make it wouldn't stick. It may stick in the paint, but it may fall all over the place, and I don't know. Glitter's kind of a finicky thing. You're gonna have it everywhere. And I'm using the negative off of that space too. There wasn't a whole lot of paint left on that one, unfortunately. So that one didn't turn out as cool as I'd hoped. That's alright. Look at my other little... Must have tossed it. What else can we do with this one? Oh, there's stencils do I have laying in here? A lot of them, actually. Oh, we were going to use some block stamps. Some background stamps. Now, if you're using your background stamps, you want to make sure that you wash them right away. So if I use these, I'm going to go and rinse them off just so I don't have to scrub them later. So I'm going to use this one. It looks like crack. I don't know what we're going to get out of this. There's a lot of paint on there, so it might not show up very well. It's leaving a lot of really cool texture. Let's bring it up so you guys can see that. Do you see that? That looks really neat. I left the bubbles alone so that we would get some of that. Now I've got paint on here. I'm going to see if I can make a print with this as well. I mean, you definitely can. Let's see how it turns out. cool. I don't see the purple anymore, really. Maybe if I take a little bit off, we might get some of that purple. But this would make a really neat card background. I'm going to do a few more. That is really looking cool. Yeah, we'll do one more since we've got space. Alright, I'm going to go rinse off this stamp just so that doesn't get all stuck on there. Okie dokie. Swing this back around and let's see what we get from that one. I'm hoping that we get some more of that purple because it didn't show up on our stamps very well at all. But that purple looks really cool with that green. Yep, my jelly mat is 8 by 10. That background stamp comes from Rubber Stampede. Here's the number if you want it. I don't have auto focus on right now. What if I go this route? How come it won't? You're looking at me there. I'm right in the frame. Is it showing up? Oh, there it is. 3024G. Crackled background. I hope that helps. That was really confusing to me. I don't know what's showing up. Oh my gosh, this one got really wet. My paper's starting to shrivel up. Oh my goodness, look what happened. Because we squashed it down, it didn't make that, but it showed all the purple where we left it. Look how fun! And a little bit of red came through from the bottom of that jelly print because we had a little purple left. Very neat. This looks really cool too, so I totally want to take advantage of that. Is that showing up? It looks really not in... Oh. It looks blurry to me. I did not make this jelly plate. Nope, I bought mine. I'm pretty sure I got this from Amazon. This is the big 8 by 10 jelly plate. Jelly Arts Gel Printing. No, I didn't. I think somebody else bought this for me. Was it Rosa? I think Rosa might have bought me this one. I should write on the back of my things when people buy stuff for me. Anyway, I think Rosa probably got that one for me. Oh, look at that. I'm going to show you guys how to use some of this stuff when we're done here. Oh, I'm running out of time. We got 20 minutes left. Okay, so maybe I should open it up to the floor though. Whoever's here live, do you guys want to see more jelly printing? Or do you want to see some cards made out of the prints that we created? So you're seeing me kind of like scrub this and kind of struggle with it. You can totally take this right to your sink and just wash it right off. It's just that I'm sitting right here with a baby wipe and I'm kind of waiting for a little bit of feedback from you guys. So I thought I would just take the time to do a little cleanup. Oh, good. I was hoping you guys would say cards. We might go over today. I hope that's okay. I try to stick to about an hour, but sometimes we just have so much fun we have to do something else. And stick around a while. I don't know where I had that one. I have a cajillion background stamps, so we don't have time to try them all. So I'm going to go ahead and put this jelly plate back. See that my jelly plate little things here are really dirty too. I should probably wash those off next chance I get. And I just store mine right in the box it came in. I think that's a really great idea. Especially since that is the perfect way to store it, and if you ever decided that you no longer wanted to do it or you had to sell it, it's much more saleable when it's in its original packaging. And I still have a brayer full of stuff. So let's do one last thing and get rid of all the stuff on this brayer. I'm just gonna rub this all in because the purple's not really showing up. Because then what I can do, this is all pearlized, when this dries, I can use this pearlized paper to cut out, I should have done that on a cardstock, but anyway, I can cut out leaves from that for another card. So that's kind of my thinking while I'm smashing that all into Kingdom Come. Another good way to get your brayer clean is to run it down on some baby wipes. And if you get all that fun color on your baby wipe, which this one you can't really see it that well, you can dry your baby wipes and use those as well once they're dried and they've got color all over it. Alrighty, let's see if any of the ones we did today are dry yet. I'm totally loving this purple. I believe it's dry. It doesn't look dry, but it is. And I should have done some of these on cardstock, but I'm hoping that it's dry enough that it will punch. Hi, Tanya. Nice to see ya. So the most of the paper that we printed on today, somebody wanted to know if this was cardstock. This is just regular printer paper. If you know that you're going to want to use this for something specific and you want it to be cardstock, then use cardstock when you do your jelly printing. Which I probably should have done for this, to be honest. This is all wet and gooey still. We'll use the ones that we got that are working out really well. I got wet gooey paper stuck in there. That's right. We can use, oh wait, I'll let it dry. We can use these. And we're just going to glue them together. That's it. And so every petal is going to look a little bit different, and we'll make it a little bit 3D in just a second after we glue these together here. I'm going to pull out some gems. So if we got, that's going to be a little too big. I think that one will work. One left. Let's use it up. Hi, Rosie. You're catching us at the end, but we're making cards out of what we just did with the jelly plate. So if you want to see the jelly plate in action, you'll want to replay or back up in this video to check all that out. And then I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to use my fingers to bend in my petals to give this flower a different kind of a look. And hopefully I'll get a little bit underneath here. So what we're doing is we're using our jelly prints to create some unique embellishments and stuff, because we're going to set this up on a card. So there's a flower that we just created out of all that pretty jelly printing stuff we did. That's so pretty. I hope that green dries. I would really like to do some leaves out of this. Hi, Sherry. Oh, another thing I neglected to show you while we were doing that is we could have laid down, and I didn't use the Tim Holtz ones. I guess I just went for grabbed the bigger, bolder ones. You could lay down a stencil right on your paper and then use the brayer to go over it if you want that kind of a look too. There's so much. You can't just get through it all in one bout. We need that purple stuff again. This might be hit or miss considering it's still a little damp. I'm going to try to get a card face out of here. Shouldn't be a problem. Guess I should have went 4 inches. Let's do that instead. So I do 4. Then we'll get a nice white border and that'll look cool too. And then 5 1/4 instead of 5 1/2. All right. We still have a piece of this left, so I still can make another card or some more flowers if I want. Oh, now the trick is, can I get to my cutter since I covered it with prints? Because I need a card base. Oh no, we need a card base. That's all right, I'll have to use my trimmer. awesome, Malia. I'm so glad. She says she's had a jelly plate for a while and now she's got some ideas to use it. I hope I didn't give away too much stuff because, you know, it's so much fun to try things out and do it for yourself. There's our background. Need my ATG gun. Oh, you know what would be fun? So if I use some of my new stencils, my new dies, not stencils, dies. That flower is going to disappear on there, so I'm going to create a background for that. This one might be, that's kind of big, but let's try it. Ooh, I like that idea. Somebody said we should do some black accents. That's a really good idea. Let me see if I've got some black gems. Pretty sure I do. It's just a matter of finding them. Oh, these look black. Yay! They're really little, but they're gonna look really cool. Good idea, Tammy. I hope I have enough to go around. I love this tool. Gosh, if you guys don't have this tool, get yourself some. Ugh. Because what I'm doing right now without this tool would be just unthinkable. I wouldn't even try it. But this, all it does is just picks up the gem and then it sticks to the sticky part. And then bam, you can just put it exactly where you want it. You don't have to do flowers and girly stuff. You can do other stuff too, depending on what color and how you did and how you did your jelly printing. So you might want to have a couple of projects in mind. You don't have to, but if you're getting it out for a certain purpose, then you'll know like what colors and what you're kind of shooting for. Maybe you want to do something shabby chic, so you want to use like some browns and tans, light blues and pinks. One more. Thanks for your patience, guys. I just thought this would be really fun to have those little shiny jewels all over it. Cool, right? And so that'll bring out the black. Oh, that's fun. Super fun. Let's go ahead and put that down. A mermaid card, that would be cool. If I had a mermaid, I would stick her on here. I love that idea. And like, nobody's going to have another card like this because they won't be able to get that paper. Look at that. It's fabulous, right? Super fun. I've got an extra flower here that I could put on the inside to make it matchy-matchy too. Nah, I don't like the look of it. All by its lonesome. This was the one I was trying to dry so we can make some leaves. Let's see if this will work with the other punch I have. We can add some leaves to that. I think a big leaf, I'm pretty sure, there it is. I think the big leaves would look the best. There we go. I like the big leaves with that one. I think that if I did the little ones, it would get lost in the big patterns that we've got going on. Going to reach in there with this tool and make sure that part that got the glue on it actually hit the paper. Otherwise it's just going to fall out of there. Oh, have a good time. Sherry, she's going out for fish fry. Did you say? Yeah, fish fry. Sweet, look at that. That's super fun. I think we've got time. We could probably make one more. Let's make another card. I think this one's almost dry. I really like the way this one turned out too. Yeah, this is another one of my favorites. Okay, let's get a card front out of this. I'm just going to cut off as straight as I can where the ink ends, and then I can get a better measurement on that. And so we could do maybe the same thing as this one. Do 4.5 by 5 1/4. This one's really multicolorful. I don't know if it's hard for you guys to see, but you can see the purples and the reds and the blues and the yellows and the greens. It's almost a rainbow, not quite, almost. And I messed up the other one. I have to make another card base. I used the other one to punch out that other white base that I had. So while we're winding down here, it would be really awesome. I show 47 people watching. Woo! You guys give me a thumbs up. That would be really awesome. That lets YouTube know that you like the content here and you'd like to see more of it. I wonder why I see 46. You guys only see 30? Maybe mine's lagged. Catching up. Maybe it doesn't catch up as quickly as it should. Oh, I ran out of tape. Gonna have to refill my tape. That's funny, I show 47 on my end. Why is mine so much higher than your guys's? Penny, are we doing the big announcement today, or are we waiting? The great big announcement? Oh, you guys were counting thumbs up. Okay, sorry. I misunderstood. Thanks, Patricia. Alrighty, there we go. We got some tape going. Oh, because somebody wanted to know why I used the square white piece right here. It's because if you look, this old tape has these big holes, and so it tends to pop off. So to keep it from popping off, we use this shim, and I just created it by cutting a 1-inch circle out of the middle. You could make one your own. They make them out of plastic and sell them, and some ATG tapes even give them away. But I just made a square so that it didn't touch this side. So I made it so it wouldn't go that far. And cut a 1-inch hole out of the center. That's it. That's all it is. I was gonna go grab something. What was it? Oh, I know. So you see that this one's got the great big holes. Let me go grab one of my newer ones. The ones that I sell now. So the newer rolls look like this, and they have a whole bunch of little holes around the inside. This one has really big holes. Do you see the difference? Little teeny holes, big holes. This stays on better. Although even when I use these, I still use this out of habit. Okay, what are we going to make out of this? We already did flowers, so let's see, we could do some fringe. That would be fun. Let's do that. I'm going to cut this in half, whatever this one is. Oh, goodness. So most of you guys know about qualitycrafts.com, right? That's my store where I sell embellishments and washi tapes, digi-stamps, and ATG tape, foam tape, and sticky tape. Well, we wanted to expand so that we would be able to sell things like stamps and dies, and a little bit fancier things, some things that I don't have in that store. So we've got a new store coming. It is set up and ready to roll. You guys can check it out. Instead of being, and the old store is not going away, so qualitycrafts.com is still going to stay there. But the new store, which is really, really cool, is jensqualitycrafts.com. So go ahead and check it out. Let people know that it's up. And that's also the name of the blog. So if you remember going to the blog, which is jensqualitycrafts.blogspot.com, now the blog and the store match. They're both jensqualitycrafts.com or .blogspot.com. So they're the same. So yay, I hope that you guys will enjoy the products that we have in the store. Penny and I have been working feverishly on getting that set up and making sure that everything is correct and ready to go. We're open to hearing from you guys what you want to see in the store, what you like in the store, what you don't like about the store, so that we can make changes and we can grow as we go. So yeah, we're really excited. So help us out. Check out the store. It's been a long time in coming. I'm hoping that sorry, I was doing measurements. I'm hoping that Penny can. There we go. jensqualitycrafts.com. So there's not a whole ton of products in there right now, you guys, because we have to make sure that everything's up and running correctly. We don't want anybody running into troubles and stuff. So those of you guys who start ordering now, that will help us learn more about what we need to do to change things or make things better for you guys. So we'd love to hear your feedback on that. I'm just trying right now to make a white inside for here, and I don't want it quite that. I want to show off more of the card. That'll work. And the bottom's going to be covered up by my homemade fringe. But this is going to give me a place to put a sentiment if I want to add one to this card. Oh, and my gosh, I'm totally forgetting that it doesn't matter where in the world you are, you can order from the new store. How could I forget to say that? So one of the big obstacles to qualitycrafts.com was that people that were not in the United States couldn't order from me. You still cannot order from qualitycrafts.com, but you can order from jensqualitycrafts.com if you're outside the US. So that's the big wow, the big announcement, the really cool thing about setting up this new store. We wanted to be able to include all of our subscribers and viewers and Quality Craft Facebook members, regardless of where they lived. Let me see if it'll let me do it. There you go. Copy that one. That should get you there. Yeah, she put that one up too. It should work. My gosh, if it's not working, then we really have a problem. Let us know, though. We'll get in there and fix it. So this one, I just went ahead and made some little fringy stuff down here. Just for something different. It looks cool because it's all shiny and stuff. So there's another idea for a card. You can put a sentiment here, or you can put another little, you know, spray of flowers there, whatever. You guys are getting an error message. Penny, can you go in and make sure that we've got everything on as published? Because it was working last week. There's a thing about shipping underneath every single item that's in the shop. There's also a separate place to look at shipping, which is at the very top of the page. It says About Us, Cart, Check Out My Account, Shipping Policy. So there's a shipping policy right there. And then if you click on any item, and you scroll down, you should be able to see some pictures of it, and then shipping information directly below any of that. So yeah, it's in there underneath every product and at the top of the thing. I wonder why some of you guys are getting an error page. We'll look into that. It's almost 6:15, so I'm going to get going. And since I know that, we can get in there right away and check on that and make sure that we fix any of the glitches that we have. Alrighty. Okay, we'll go in there, Sarika, and we'll check it out. And who else couldn't get in there? Adadel couldn't. Seems like... Are you guys outside the US? Is that our issue? Yeah, if you're outside the US, add something to your cart and go as if you're going to check out. It should give you what the shipping and everything is. So I don't want to leave you guys hanging. If you have any issues, Penny and I can both be reached by private message on Facebook. Otherwise, you can put in anything that you need to, like question-wise, in the group on Facebook, in Quality Crafts group. And we'll get back to you just as soon as we can. But we'll go in and check it out right now, make sure everything's running great for you guys. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video on how to use the Gelli print, or the Gelli plate to make prints. And we incorporated some stencils. We had a really great time. We made these 2 fun cards. We'll add a sentiment to this one later. Judy says that if you get an error, touch the home and it'll come back okay. Awesome. Okay, well, we'll still look into that just to make sure. Any other questions before I go? I'll give you just a moment. Lisa got in fine. Rosie said she got in, but then the second time it wouldn't show up. Okay, Sarika's in Greece. Sarika, we may have to add Greece. I'm not sure if that one's in there right now. Thanks, Deanna. Creative Tamara says, no apostrophes, no spaces. Just straight out jensqualitycrafts.com. Alright, I hope you guys had fun. I cannot wait to see you guys next video.